Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are continuing to work on our vintage British Seaside Journal. We'll be doing the covers. I've got two lovely prints here to put one on the front, one on the back. We're also going to continue on and add another 4-page spread, and this time it's to do with the beach, rock pools and all sorts of lovely stuff like that. And then, because that will be our third 4-page spread, we already have two more in the back here ready to go. In our previous videos we did the donkeys and we did the food with all the fish and chips, the candy floss, etc. We're going to add our third one to this, and then we're going to be putting this as our second signature into the journal. And that's all coming up. And as usual guys, we have some prints. Okay, let's start with the cover. I've printed these two out. They are available in the pack on an A4 sheet like this. I'm going to use that one for the front, that one for the back. I've mounted them onto card. I've given them a bit of vintage inking. I've also gone around with some black Sharpie pen and some white highlighter, and also some different colours, because I wanted a really 1950s retro look, and I think I've achieved that quite well. So on the front we're also going to be using this rope to go around, but I'm not going to do it on the back. First of all, we're going to distress it up a little bit to make it look nice, worn and used, and for that I have some fine sandpaper. I'm just going to get a sheet out. I'm going to use a little bit of it, and we're going to distress up our fabric, especially on the corners, and then we're going to ink it up as well a little bit. It looks nice. Oh, at the moment it looks okay, but I want it to be looking a little bit more distressed, so I'm just going to fold that in half. Do that. Sorry about shaking the table. So we're just going to gently distress up our fabric on the edges. It might take a little bit of a while guys, so I'm going to do the rest of it off camera. I'm just going to distress up the edges and then put some ink on, and I shall come back to you once that is done. And as you can see now, get a closer look for you, all nice and raggy at the edges. Especially parts like this looks really worn. It looks lovely. And we're just going to go out with a little bit of ink. We don't need a lot. But I'm just again going to dirty up the corners and get nice and close for you. Really dirty up the corners. If you think about aging and dirtying of things, it's mainly the edges, it's mainly the corners, but of course we can also put a little bit on the front as well. As you can see already, that is starting to look nice and aged. Okie dokie, just going to make sure I've got the front of the book. Yes, we have. And that's going to go that away on it. I've been using some double-sided sticky tape because we want this to be really, really fast and not come off at all. And I've got my strong glue. I always advise you to use glue on top of the double-sided tape, guys, because if you put double-sided tape straight down onto a surface, you're not going to be able to move it. But if you put glue on top of it, it'll give you some kind of slidability, if that is a word. If it's not, I've just invented it and I don't care. Slidability sounds good to me. We're also going to make sure there's plenty of glue on here before we even attempt to put it into position, because we do not want this panel coming off or whatsoever. Okay. Oh, that's strong glue. Woo! I start slurring in words, guys. You know, it might not be my fibromyalgia. It might be me getting high on this blooming glue. Okie dokie. Oh, we want it about there, I think. Looks good to me. I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit and give it a good push down. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on the second panel on the back. Okie dokie, I've just put the front of something really, really heavy to make sure that it's really stuck down, and I'll come back to that later. As per usual, we're going to do a 4-page spread today, and my printouts, I've done some lovely pebbles for rock pools, and some lovely sand with some pebbles and seashells on. We are going to put our usual washi tape down the middle to strengthen it with some extra glue, because we all know what washi tape's like, don't we, guys? We do indeed. So just for now, I'm going to put the washi tape down, and then hopefully it's in the right position. Looks good to me. We'll just nip off those ends nice and neatly, like this. And then when it starts to peel off, which it will do, it certainly will do, we'll bang some glue on it and keep it fast down. So what else have we got for our 4-page spread? Well, I'm going to do a couple of pockets. That needs to go over there. That needs to go over there. Whoops. One of our prints this week is to do with like the awnings or the windbreakers. But on our front page, we're going to have a pocket here. And I've also done that there as well. It could be a double pocket. So we're going to have a pocket here and a pocket here. I've also got some fussy cuts. We can decorate the pocket up a little bit and maybe put some writing space at the back there. Inside the pockets, we've got some lovely things like rock pool discovery. So whoever gets the journal can tick off what they found. And we've got beach finds, so shells, pebbles, etc. Might have to fold those in half. That's going to be our first page. It's going to be a pocket. We're also going to do the same on the inside here. I've got some different parts of this for another pocket, and then the other bits and pieces will go in there. As for the other 2 pages, we have a nice beach scene with a bucket. I lad, a bucket. And we're going to put this onto card, and it's also going to be a hidden journaling spot. Probably going to be situated there. So we've got like quite a bit of hidden journaling spot. We're going to make a cut into the sandcastle. So the bucket will come up and down. You can pull it out. You can write on the back and on the part of the ticket as well. So it's a little playful thing, like you're building a sandcastle and you're revealing it when you take your bucket off. The other one I've got is something similar, and we have a rock pool with some crabs and some little hermit crabs, and we've got 3 of these, which are big rocky pebbles, and we're going to situate them somewhere so they're hiding the little animals. And then we're going to have little cuts in, and these will also be pull-out tags. So you can pull them out, put them back in again, and basically you're doing a bit of rock pooling as you would do at the seaside. So that's what we've got, guys. I've got some little things here to go into the pockets. Rock pool explorer, have fun in the sun, and beach safety. And we're going to do all that in a speed craft. okie dokie. What I'm going to do overnight is I'm just going to slip some more glue under these edges here. And then I'm going to put that part of it under something really, really heavy to get it stuck down. And then I've got this panel ready to go on the back. And I'll do the same with that tomorrow. So by the next time we see this, it'll be all nice and flat. Then in our next episode, we can go ahead and put the roping on. I just literally got to make sure it's all stuck down nice and tight. So, our beach, pebbles, rock pools is all done. We have a little pocket there. We have another pocket at the back. And we have our lovely bucket that slips out with a big journaling space on the back. Another little pocket here, with some journaling space behind. And then we've got our lovely rock pool with pull-out tags and journaling space at the back, which I think just looks absolutely lovely. So we have, from past episodes, like I said earlier on, we've got our donkeys here. I might slip in this one now. Donkeys, beach, and then our food one. And now I've got to go ahead and get this signature situated at the back of there. I'm just going to share the holes with the first signature, and then all we have to do is one more signature here and then a back one with the spare envelopes that's going to hold all the spare tags, and then that'll be our journal done. So what I might do in our next episode is get the 2 signatures done, and we'll try and crack on and get this fixed. So what I'm going to do off camera now, guys, is I'm going to fix this signature in. We've already seen how I fix signatures in within the playlist, so I'm not going to bore you and do it again on camera. If you want to have a look, you can slip back and have a look at the playlist, which I'll put the link to up there. And here we go. Chunky, chunky, chunky. 2 signatures in there now, guys, and we've got a nice gap at the back there for a 3rd signature, and also a little bit at the back to add in our pockets, which will look something like this one, which holds all the spare gubbins that you can swap in and out of the journal into different pockets. Lovely, lovely, thick, chunky journal. I love it. I love it so far. You guys let me know in the comments what you think so far. Don't forget, we're going to put a nice thick rope around here. I'm going to make sure it's all stuck down nicely. So we've got our Brighton Canvas Works, our beach huts, seaside suites, deck chairs, a little hut, belly band there, and now we've got our donkeys, we've got our beach, our food with our fish and chippies, our candy floss, our ice cream, more beach safety, and our rock pool at the back, and more donkeys with a donkey feed bag. I am looking forward to the next one. I believe it's all going to be about Punch and Judy, the pier, all the attractions, like fortune telling and all that kind of stuff and jazz that went on at the beach as well. At the beach, the seaside. So there we go, guys. It's coming together nicely now. Oh, I think maybe 2 more episodes and we're done. So that's 2 more weeks. Then we can crack on with our new endeavour, which is going to be all about the Vintage British Heritage Transport Company, which is now a publishers as well. We'll be starting with that journal, and then we'll be starting our trips around the country, looking at different cities between 1920 and 1950. If you want to know more about that, guys, I suggest you join our Facebook group and Patreon, because all the information is mainly held over there, although we do have one little video up now, which I'll put a link to in that top right hand corner. It's going to be a huge project, guys. It's going to run for years, so don't worry, there's going to be lots more printables coming and lots more interactive vintage British journaling too. So thank you ever so much for watching today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Sorry about my throat, it's a little bit sore. If you have enjoyed the video, please drop me a thumbs up. I really much appreciate that. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. And then don't forget to join our Facebook group where you'll find lots and lots of free printables. Today's printables, free and otherwise, will be available very, very soon over in both of those as well. So thank you very much, guys. Take care and happy crafting.